we know about PJW, right? You know about Paul Joseph Watson? You know about this guy? Little cringe lord supreme, Brit Bronger extraordinaire, cheese grated, libs owned, that type of stuff. Yeah, many people like to call him the Nazi with DSLs. Now, personally, I don't think that he has DSLs. Okay? Well, actually, now that you mention it. The soy. I mean, he is a soy slurper. He did spend a lot of time. He works for like InfoWars and Alex Jones as well. In his spare time, he makes YouTube videos and stuff. He sold brain formula, or like the brain juice, whatever, that Alex Jones sells. And it's like 98% soy and then like 10% zinc to improve your baby making skills, something along those lines. Yeah, brain force. It's supposed to unlock your third eye and be able to have you see through the void to make you think better or something, but it's all just soy. Like, unironically, it's all soy. I'm not even joking. It's literally all soy, which is really funny because he is a soy boy. Apparently once again, not my words. I didn't say he had DSLs, but other people have said that he has DSLs. That's true. Anyways, listen. It's it's the primary ingredient. Yeah, that phytoestrogen. Yeah, maybe that's what gave him the DSLs. Anyways, PJW is a massive cringe purveyor. It's what he does in his spare time. It's what he thinks is the most fun. He loves posting cringe, and nobody is going to stop him. Okay? But PJW is more right-wing than he likes to let on, and he is more anti-Semitic than he likes to let on. Now, he talks a lot about stuff about like dunking on the left, and he has a sort of like Zoomer unmedicated ADHD editing style and everything. And you know, I can appreciate that. His voice is annoying as all heck, but it just is what it is, okay? But recently, PJW isn't able to hide as well as he used to a lot of the things that he truly believes, because he's not just like some normie, cool with the kids, anti-SJW who doesn't like it when they post cringe, right? He is actually way more insidious than that, and I knew it. Everybody else who's like spent time researching him knows it. He was very close to a Nazi queen. He's very close to Nazi queen Lauren Southern, and even spent a lot of time like sexually harassing her and asking her if he could breed her so they can make beautiful white babies. But she said no, and that's when he went on a massive like incel like tirade, calling her like a gross disgusting freak who is like abandoning the movement and stuff like that. It's pretty not cool, I must say, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. On that note, the SPL released a little document earlier today that underscores the dark side of far-right YouTube subculture, right? And they posted like a really interesting thread about it. I will tell you now that if you don't like slurs, this contains many slurs. And leaked audio first reported by the UK outlet Blind Times, a voice that seems to belong to the YouTube performer known as PJW, uttered a string of racist and anti-gay epithets because he wishes someone would press the button to wipe Jews off the face of the earth, which is something that we'll talk about that, okay? Byline Times reports they verified the voice recordings as Watson via identification from 3 associates. Staff reviewed the audio and confirmed the voice sounds like Watson, and I will say I also believe this sounds like Watson. The recording helps illustrate the darker side of right-wing YouTube subculture that boasts massive viewership worldwide. Researchers have also consistently linked the subculture with radicalization and far-right extremists, which is true. They are connected to far-right extremists. I mean, PJW is near like the school shooting denier. He works for the school shooting denier. Like Alex Jones, he's very close to like the person who wanted to sink refugee boats of like black people coming into Europe because she didn't want Europe to become cringe and Negro pilled. So she would rather them just die trying to cross the river. She's trying to sink their boats. Lauren Southern, Nick Fuentes, who's literally calls himself a Nazi and hates Jewish people. He also hates Jewish people. This is just who these people are, right? This is just who they are. The voice says in the leak clip, I only care about white people and not sand N-word. We'll go over it. You know, anti-gay F-word, you know, anti-black S-word. Yeah, it continued. I really think that they should press the button to wipe Jews off the face of the earth, according to the investigation, and I would like to listen to a bit of it, but he says so many slurs that I actually can't play it. I can't play it for you here. I would get my channel on Twitch here banned. Watson's YouTube channel boasts more than 2 million subscribers. He's a big part of push for right wing media. Is included his former collaborator Alex Jones and fellow bigot. True, that's all she is. Fellow bigot Laura Loomer in 2019, and the quiet part out loud. Yes, so that's the quiet part. The quiet part is just saying that he's just against like degeneracy and stuff like that. Well, that's the loud part. The quiet part is this. I'm gonna mute my OBS as well, just so I can't accidentally play it for you guys. And this is it is like blurred a little bit, but we can still there's a transcription of what he said. N-word F-word activists who get in my way in London and stick signs up in my face trying to get me to join their gay, F-word. Yeah, I dubbed stuff type beat. Yeah, F-word, N-word, F-word, N-word. Their gay, F-word Palestinian cause. So he hates the Palestinians, okay? He hates all. So the thing is, like, he views like the war between like Palestine and Israel. He hates both of them. He hates, what he calls sand N-words, and he hates Jewish people as well. So it doesn't really matter to him. I think it's a little, you don't need to say gay and F-word. You could have just said one. Just pick one, but I guess you can't. Palestinian cause. I don't give a shit about Israel or Palestine. I care about white people, is what he said. Not sand, N-word, P-word, Jew, F-word, C-word. See, I'm telling you, it's just like he's just throwing in all of the slurs. I told you, it's just oops, all slurs. He literally can't stop saying slurs. Yeah, he's doing a string of them. And slur, Jew, slur. It's I can't believe it. Yeah, he's reading from the Wikipedia page of all ethnic slurs. He goes on for a while. I really think that you should press the button to wipe Jews off the face of the earth. And that's our good friend Paul Joseph Watson. Another for PJW, it's just another Tuesday. It's just another Tuesday. I wish that I could. Like, I want to play this, but I'm so scared that I'll play a slur for you. But I promise you, this is his voice. Good Lord. Oh, good Lord. I wish. You know what? I'll post it in the Discord. Here, actually, for my Discord frogs. I'm gonna post this in the Discord for you, okay? And then you can listen to it yourself. And you can tell me. You can come back and then tell me what you think about what you heard. Because I gotta tell you, it ain't that good. It ain't that good. I'm gonna post this in the Discord. This is also going to go in the CW section of the Discord. Here we go. I'm gonna do the double line, post the link, space double line. And so here's the PJW. If you want to hear PJW, go on his racist rant. It's right there for you. Okay? I aided in my own slander. What, you being stinky? Have you ever decided to like not be stinky? We can read a little bit of Watson is among the first pro-Trump figures to adopt the banner New Right, which is the latest phrase racist hard-right political actors in the West have coined in an attempt to rebrand themselves. Yeah, they don't want to be alt-right. They don't want to be like alternative right anymore because that has a bad meaning. So now they're new right. They're the new right. They're the counterculture right. They're so cool. He has also associated himself with other social media performers from the Trump era, such as hard right operative Jack Prosbiak. And I saw Jack Prosbiak in real life. Jack Prosbiak is like, I saw him when I went to Texas for the Better Discourse conference. Jack Prosbiak is like what I would expect the Antichrist to be like if like when he comes down to earth, you know. This is what I expect, like a version of like Satan Antichrist to be like. It's just the way that he interacts with people. He seems so cold and hollow and just evil. I'm sorry, he's just I don't know exactly how to explain it. For one, obviously he's like a super right-wing weirdo freak. He spent half of his time on stage doing a really annoying bad German accent by saying like Joe Biden is going to be like Joe Biden is like Adolf Hitler because he doesn't want people to like say slurs on Twitter. Basically, he's on like a psychopath. Oh, he is actually just in insano mode. And so there's that. And like he has this sort of aura. Have you ever been around like a person with a sort of like aura? Like once they've come into the room, you feel a cold draft. It's like the type of person who walks like in front of, he walks by like a bouquet of flowers and they all start to wilt. You know, that type of feeling. That's the type of feeling that Jack Prosbiak gives. He comes off as just like an evil person. You know, he's just that type of guy. Yeah, like a social vampire. Yeah, about that. An actual social vampire who continue to maintain a presence on social media despite promoting hate extremism and rampant disinformation in the US. The UK civil rights group Hope Not Hate published photos in 2019 around the time of the annual conservative CPAC showing Watson dining with Prosbiak, lawyer Will Chamberlain, and pro-Trump kickboxer Andrew Tate, a man whose home police recently raided in a human trafficking investigation. So yes, they're all coming back to this. And it's Tate again. Tate is at the center of all. We need to do a video on Tate sometime. Tate is at the center of all of this. Yeah, he keeps popping up. There's something he's doing. Like these right wingers, they love human trafficking. It's insane, dude. They love it to death. Watson has also helped produce immigration-focused content 2019. Fellow YouTuber Tim Pool, whose own show is a streaming site, whose own show on the streaming site has taken an angrier, darker, more bigoted tone in the last few years. I'll agree with that too. We put out videos about Tim Pool before. Yeah, he collaborated with Stefan Molyneux and other groups of people like this. They're just a big friendly group of like white supremacist fucking weirdos. So this is just who these people are. They're just awful garbage human beings who want people to die. If you're not like white straight, like not trans person, he wants you to die. That's what he wants. He's perfectly fine with you dying. He wants you to die, and because he only cares about one group of people, white people, and that's just it. He thinks that he's the only part of the only group of people who deserves life in this country. And everybody else is just a passerby who's leeching off of the great will that the white people have had. And we're all lucky that they're so cucked because we would have all been killed by now or like deported or something along those lines, because that's the only thing that he cares about is white people making more white people and racism. That's like it. Like he spends his time. He's like, what he wakes up. My man wakes up and wonders how can he make the world a worse place. And I do have to say, I don't feel sorry for a guy like this, and I hope he gets what's coming to him. You know, because I do think he deserves what's coming to him. And what is that? Listen, it's not up for me to decide. God will make his choice sometime soon. It'll happen. I don't know. Maybe he'll get Kevin Samueled. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Not sure. You know, who knows? Right. But we'll just see what happens. I think Paul should not be allowed in the country. Okay? Go back where you come from. We don't like your kind round these parts here, feller. All right? When England sends her people, she doesn't send her best. And I don't want them in my country. I'm sorry, I don't. Like, it's almost as bad as like when Canadians come. It's not as bad, but it's almost as bad when Canadians come. Because when Canadians come, it gets even worse, right? Like when Canadians send their people, I genuinely think that we need to put a stop to Canadians coming into the country until we figure out what the heck is going on. Because when Canadians come to the country, everything gets fucked up. All right. Remember, who's like a cringe lord who came from Canada? Okay. Remember, who is it? Steven Crowder, Stefan Molyneux, Gavin McGuinness, all of these types of people. There's more as well. Lauren Southern, isn't Lauren Southern Canadian too? Yeah, Jordan Peterson. All of these types of people. When Canada sent, when Canada sends her people, she isn't sending her best, and I don't want them in my country. And Elon actually, he's not even from like North America. Send these people back to Canada. Send Elon back to Africa, okay, or minimum Canada. Yeah, Ted Cruz, he's Canadian too. The only reason he's able to run for president is because his parents were born. He's a damn anchor baby. Drake, sure, Drake too. Justin Bieber, get out of here. I'm telling you, when Canada sends her people, she isn't sending her best. Okay, we are bordering on two countries, and one is keck and the other one is cringe. I think Mexico is keck because you know what we get from Mexico? Big booty Latinas, and they're very beautiful. Okay, I'm always happy to have more Latinas in the country. They're great, but like we don't get Latinas from Canada. All right, you know what Mexico sends? Mexico sends beautiful Latinas and amazing Mexican families who are very happy to share like food and their culture with you and would love for you to like learn Spanish, and they're super cool. And they do tacos as well. Great people, okay? You know what Canada sends? Like far right insane people. Like the Proud Boys came from Canada. I care more about the Proud Boys have done more damage. The Proud Boys have done more damage to this country than so-called gangs from Mexico. I'll say it. You know why? Because the ones from Canada are white. I'm joking. I'm memeing. But in all seriousness, the people who come from Mexico are always better than the hordes that come from Canada. I'll tell you that much. We're getting like Canada backwash around here. So I'm telling you, get rid of them. I'm tired of them. I'm sick of them. The UK too, you know? It's like, I mean, you know, John Oliver, he's cool. He can stay. He's one of the good ones. The other ones, they have to go. I'm sorry. Love him to death. They have to go. I mean, like, oh, you know what? Except for my mechanic who works on my car. He's also British. Great guy. Love that guy. He's super cool. He also can stay. But everybody else has to go. You know? Everybody else has to go. It's incredible how it works out, isn't it? I like how you look at Boo to remember the name. Yeah, he's like right down here. But yeah, listen, and that's just all these people are. Send it back. Get them out of my dang country. All right? I care about this country, and it has to happen. If I run for president, that's what's gonna be on the docket, okay? We need a Canadian ban.